Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my video baby steps for my FWG blog or spiritual revolution or spiritual renaissance, whatever you want to say. Making optimal progress. If you're new to FWG, FWG stands for Following the Way of Growth, which is the next step in the evolution of spirituality. Basically, it's spirituality boiled down to common sense. It's everything that works and nothing that doesn't. Also, I'm not going to go over the theory of why baby steps is the best way to proceed because I've already done that in the FWG blog, which is the second link in the information section of this video. Go there if you would like to learn more about baby steps and the theory or FWG in general. Okay, so let's get started. Once you decide you want to change, which is principle 1, apply yourself, which I did a video a couple days ago on that, so there'll be a playlist at the end of this, you can click and go watch that. The next thing you need to understand is how to proceed with those changes in an effective manner, which is baby steps, principle number 2. I was talking with a woman over several days about helping her getting over some pleasurable food, and she said one day, I've been baby stepping it, then I had to back up even further to micro stepping it. And after I heard that, I knew that, I knew by her words that she was actually doing the work because she was actually gave me something in return, And that's what, so even maybe baby steps, what you perceive to be a baby step may actually be a huge step, and you may need to back up to even further to micro steps. So I've even considered changing it to micro steps, but I think baby steps really gets to the point. So as long as you're moving forward, it's hard to move too slowly, but it's really easy to try and move too fast, which I call a baby steps violation. Anytime you're trying to do something that's too big, you're committing a baby steps violation. If you'll just do the next step will just always keep appearing, and you just, it just happens on its own. It's not a real big struggle, if you just, and it's sort of the way with this spiritual revolution. As long as I do every step along the way, it will eventually happen. Just like, look at a tree that's 20 foot tall. It did not skip one step to get to be 20 foot tall. And if it did, it wouldn't have got 20 foot tall. So it's just slowly and patiently. Remember, you're trying to get back in harmony in a harmonious way. So many times we realize we've fallen out of harmony and know exactly where we need to be and try to force our way back to harmony, and it causes us all kinds of irritation and agitation within our minds and in our families. Avoid the baby step violation. Proceed slowly. If you're being too irritable, then you need to back up a little bit because you're trying to take too many steps and it's too hard on you. A journey of 1,000 miles is completed one step at a time, not by running or taking 2 steps at a time. Think about it. If you're going to take a 1,000-mile journey by walking, if you started trying to skip or take steps or run, you'd wear out. You're going to get there quicker just taking one gentle baby step after the other. Or no, one normal step after the other, and boom, until you get there. We had a big ice storm here, and my next door neighbor had 4 trees planted at the same time, the exact same kind of tree. And, when the ice came, 3 of them broke, but 1 of them was unharmed, unscathed, didn't even notice. Do you know what the difference was? The one tree grew slower than all the others. And so the other ones were too big and they couldn't support the weight of the ice when it came. Boom. But the one that was smaller, didn't have his limbs out as big, it survived. So, it's the power of baby steps revealed again. If you look around, you'll really start seeing the power of baby steps everywhere. You just got to look for it. And I think you also see this in pine trees. Pine trees grow really quick compared to like oaks or something like that. But pine trees break a lot easier than like oaks and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a tree scientist, but however, I do believe that is true. Like I was saying before, if you look around, you will find baby steps everywhere. Anytime I read a book on success, skills, and the like, it seems to always say the same thing at the beginning of the book, introduction, start off slowly. But they fail to tell you to stay slowly. Focus on baby steps. So just stay small. You look around at people who are successful, question them, why are you successful? And you'll find out, if you really get to it, that somehow or another baby steps is in there. Because it is how it is how the universe really works. And plus too, even if you make progress, if you're trying big steps, the only reason you're going to make success in the long run with big steps is that you actually aren't making, you quit doing the big steps and then you got back to doing baby steps, even though you may not realize them. If you truly decide to apply baby steps to your life, you need to be prepared for others getting ahead of you in the short run. Just like if you planted a tree and a flower at the same time, the flower would eclipse the tree in the short run in size and in beauty. Flower growth is an egotistical trap for short-sighted people. Remember, FWG is about thriving in the long run, not the short run. You should always be setting yourself up for long-term successes, not short-term successes. FWG is about being wisely ambitious. Or if you want to look at it this way, it's being wisely greedy. It's not about martyrdom. So it's not about being a martyr at all. The only reason you back up on FWG is to get back in harmony, to start using that, the essence growth or the universe or Mother Nature's growth. If it bothers you that others are getting ahead of you in the short run, remember it's just your ego trying to lead you astray. You're getting jealous, and that's just ego. Foolish people will probably make fun of you if you start backing up and doing the right thing. However, it's just because they don't see the big picture. I've had plenty of people criticize me, and I had the #1 rated job, and they don't see it, me backing up to go forward. All they see is me backing up losers. That's all they see is loser. And you see this with highly successful people who head down the wrong road, and in about their late 20s they realize that the job they're doing is not really their destiny. They back up, they have to go way down to come back to find their real place in life again. Also notice that baby steps is about relaxing and letting the universe do the majority of the work. You're just a manager of the essence of the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's like being a gardener. Like a gardener, okay, it's like a gardener is managing plants. He really does nothing but allow the universe to grow. Likewise, you are allowing the universe to grow through you. And again, look at a good gardener. A good gardener knows how to do just enough but not too much. It does very, very little if you really look at it. A masterful gardener does almost nothing. It allows the universe to grow. There's nothing you can do to make a garden grow. All you can do is set up the circumstances for it to grow, the best circumstances for it to grow, and it's the same on your spiritual path. You cannot make yourself grow. All you can do is set yourself up optimally to grow. The first baby step in evaluation of your current situation, let's make sure I got this right. The first baby step is evaluation of your current circumstances without trying to change them. That in itself is a momentum shift in the right direction. The next step after about a week or so of evaluating is to take the baby step that is revealed during that week. And it's not really so much waiting a week, but your first point is evaluation. And in the process of evaluation, all of a sudden you'll see something like, oh, I can do that. That makes so much sense. Why didn't I see it? Because you're always trying to do too much. So anyway, just back up, slow down. Like I tell people, if you do what you can live with, you'll always be able to live with it. And they think, oh, no, I'll never get anywhere. Yes, look at a tree. You'll get plenty. Just focus on doing what you can live with. However, the first baby step will likely be backing up from all the things you are trying to make happen. As you said, less and less is done until non-action is achieved. Again, it's that Gardner principle. You're getting out of the way to allow the universe to grow you optimally, and you're thinking long term. This will go on for some time, likely years. Don't assume it's going to happen in a couple months. Oh, and I got the ultimate philosophy now from Billy D. KY on FWG. And in a couple months, everything's going to be fine. No, it's years. Until you get back in harmony, then you'll be moving forward in growth. At first, you're just being broken down to be built back up again. But this time, you're being built up strong and in harmony with the essence of life. If you want to watch all the videos in this series, you can click the playlist that just popped up, and I'll leave it until the end of the video, so you don't have to click it now if you don't want to. If you want a quick overview of FWG, you can click the first link in the information section of this video. It's a brochure that I hand out to people when they ask questions. Feel free to print it out and hand it out to people if you like. If you want to see FWG grow, there's an opportunity to print out and hand them out somewhere. The second link in the information section of this video is the FWG blog, which will give you a deeper look into FWG. It's about 10 pages. If you're used to me and you watch the blog and you're interested in when something new comes up, yesterday I updated Principle 4 and 5, which is attention and question everything. I think you'll like it. It's pretty good increase or update from the previous one. You should check it out. The third and fourth links are the leaflet that I hang up in coffee shops and the like to give people an introduction to FWG. The third link is a PowerPoint of the leaflet, while the fourth link is a PDF of that file. Again, feel free to print it out and hang it up at different locations. The fifth link is, I'm going to skip that, we're out of time. Anyway, folks, until the next video, which will be discipline, which it'll probably be in 3 or 4 days, and one a day is not really working. So, till the next video, later, folks.